Hey, what's up? Hank Klinger here, shooting a video. Last week I did one about focus and concentration. It's kind of a preemptive to this one. I want to talk about visualization tonight. Now, what exactly is visualization? First of all, visualization is creating a mental movie. And by doing this, you naturally draw the thing that you're visualizing towards you. And this is why a lot of people fail, is because they visualize and focus on the things that they don't want, thereby creating mental movies of negative scenarios of the future. And due to the law of attraction, which brings us our own, it brings these things closer to you and inevitably causes them to manifest in the objective or physical world. So last week I was talking about concentration, where you take a photograph of somebody you know and you study it for 10 to 15 minutes and then essentially close your eyes and recreate that picture in your mind. Now, that was to improve focus and concentration, but to help with this visualization technique I want to talk about tonight. Now, it's easier when you visualize something that you already know. So before we get into visualizing and manifesting things that are your dreams, things that you don't have yet, we're going to start with something that's simpler, like your best friend or your child. And what I want to recommend that you do is you visualize yourself in a past scenario, in a situation where you're with, say, your significant other, and you are reenacting in your mind, playing a mental movie of a situation that's already occurred that has a positive outcome, a positive scenario, nothing negative. You don't want to do that. And what you do is you replay that scenario, and it could be something you've made up, just something that's familiar to you, about possibly sitting down and reconstructing a mental movie of your best friend, your significant other's features and face, and then go into creating a smile on their face by telling them a story of an adventure or a dream you have, and get the feeling of it. Because the way it works through manifestation is that first you have to create the mental image, which in turn creates the emotion, and the emotion creates the being, the actual physical outcome of it. And it can take time, it can be gradual, depending on how strong your purpose is, how strong your faith is, your desire, and how much action you take. And it's all a process. And this is why I recommend starting with things that are easier for you to understand, for you to comprehend, things that have already happened in your life, because it's going to get your brain working in the right way. And you're going to find that when you start doing it with dreams, and we'll get more of that in another video, that at first it's going to be hard, but each time you take the action through visualization, it gets easier and clearer each time, until it becomes so crystal clear that you notice all the details, the color of the eyes, the type of clothes being worn, all the different things that are in the environment, and it just gets down to the most minute detail, to the point where you can bring it up nearly immediately and get that sense of inspiration inside of you that'll cause you to overcome fear and procrastination, and eventually cause your dreams to manifest. Because there's no denying the fact, whether you're spiritual, whether you're scientific or religious, that everything has to occur in your mind before it occurs within the material world. And this is why I always tell people to work within before they work without, because if you focus strictly within and you stop worrying so much about the objective world, it's impossible for the world around you to not become in harmony with your inner self. And it takes time. This is something I've worked on for a long time, and it took me a long time to get to the point where I'm at now. And this is why I want to share it with you guys, because I know how much your life can change when you start focusing more on your inner world, and you start focusing on yourself, the inner self, and the real thing that matters. And then you'll start seeing it manifest in the world around you. It's really amazing the way it works. A long time ago my world was dark and negative because I was dark and negative inside. Now I'm surrounded by people who love me, people who I love, true friendships, and just really great scenarios and parts of my life, traveling the world, doing things that I love, because I've learned to get in harmony in the inner world with the natural law, which is the law of attraction. And I've said this before, if you don't believe in spirituality and the law of attraction, physically, human beings send off vibrational frequencies into the atmosphere, into the universe, and you learn to match that vibrational frequency with that of the reality that you want, and you can't help but attract that reality. It's just the way it is. It's physics. And it's DNA is a transmitter for light and phonon sounds. I'm not even going to get into it right now, but let's just say that it's scientific as well as spiritual, as well as religious, depending on how you want to look at it. But this is what I want to encourage you to do this week, every day this week, or for the next 5 or 6 days, is to sit down and reenact the same scenario, like I was saying before, of you and best friend, significant other, child, in a positive outcome scenario, situation, and really get the feeling of it, and really get down all the details. And each day you do it, you'll get more and more details with it. And next time that I do a video about this, we'll go into more about how to manifest actual dreams and desires that you have. and it's really going to change your life. It changed my life. It can do the same for you. So I really hope you try this exercise. And with that being said, I would love to connect more with any of you guys who are looking for guidance in spirituality, online coaching, or just in general in life. I work really hard on personal development. So if you want to, connect with me on Facebook. My name's Klinger. I'll see you guys later. Take care.